Hello, this is Laura, your Thinkport Thinkfinity MPT T2 trainer. And this session is about the interactive tool Timeline Builder. We're going to go to Think Classroom. We're going to click on Interactive Tools. And we're going to scroll down till we get to Timeline Builder. You can use this timeline any way you wish. So I'm going to click on Timeline Builder. I'm going to open this up and I'm going to click on Make a New Timeline. And you have two choices, Use Setup Wizard or Do Not Use Setup Wizard. I'm going to illustrate both in this video tutorial. I'm going to click on Use Setup Wizard and I'm going to put in winter, oh yeah, 2011-12. Okay, first marker I'm going to put in. And you don't have to use every marker, you do have to use the ones that are highlighted with a red asterisk. If you make a mistake like I have, you just go back and correct it, and you can correct it even later. And this last one has to be here as well. And you don't have to use dates. You can use it any way you want to. So I'm going to click on Done, and you will see that my timeline is here, and I can just simply, if I can't see all of it, just move my timeline. So I have my timeline here. I'm going to start with December on this first line here. Well, I'll move it so I can see it. And one of the things you may want to put down is what happens during that time of the month. You can see I have winter 2011-2012, winter months. You can see that information is there. And if you need to change it, you just click on this box where December is and you can change that information. I don't need to do that, but if I want to add details and pictures and captions, I need to click on New Item. And as you can see, because my cursor was where December 2011 was, I can add information. Now I can add an event, and I can say, just for an example, I can say winter holidays, subtitle Christmas. And I have it right here, Christmas 2011. And I can click on Search for New Image. And I'm going to click on my idea box. And we have done a video tutorial about my idea box, so please make sure you look at that. And I'm going to choose a picture. I don't have the proper pictures loaded, so I'm going to use this right here. And I'm going to choose this image. So the image comes up, but not the description. And I'm going to type in a short description. And I'm just using that because I think the text should match the image. So once I'm done, I just click off of this and you can see my image and my description or caption is there. So this is a great lesson to talk about descriptive writing, informational writing, whatever you want to do. So, and for any reason, if I want to delete this, if I just click right here, that little remove button comes. I have a hard time with it. You saw it. Let me click off. If I click back on, you can remove this. I'm not going to remove it, of course, because I just put it up here. See where I finally clicked it and see we have remove, so you can remove this at any time if you don't like it. So I'm going to click off of it. I'm going to move my timeline back over. So in January, I'm going to click on here, this area, and then I'm going to click on New Item once again. And it's not exactly where I want it to be, so I'm going to move it. Whoops. There's a way to move. There you go. I can move it, and I can put it right here. And I'm going to put New Year. Subtitle, I can put New Year Celebrations, because maybe you're doing holidays. So I'm going to search for a new image, and I really don't have an image, so I'm just going to use this one as an example. And if we're using another interactive tool, this text would be carried over, but not for Time Builder. So I'm just choosing the image, and I can say so I have my text and my image here, and once again, if I want to remove it, I just can do that. One fun thing you can do is if you want this arrowhead to move or anything like that, you can do that as well. So this is I'm going to only show two examples. If you find that you have everything and you forgot something and you want to add a date, you just click right here and it should let you add, oh, it moved a date. So you can always put that back or add a different date. And since I accidentally got rid of that, I'm just going to put Jan. But as you can see, you do have some flexibility, and you can just move that back over here or add a different one. But since this is the wizard, you don't have as much flexibility. So once you have your timeline builder the way you want, and to see the rest of it, you just move your mouse like I am. And you will see February would be Valentine's Day or whatever is appropriate for what you're doing. And then when you're ready to save, you're going to click on Save. And you're going to give this a title, Holiday Time. And then I'm just going to put, I'm going to write this down because I have another one I'm going to do for you. Holiday Time is the project name. Make sure this is recorded. And my password is just going to be HTIME. Make it simple. So I'm recording that. If you're concerned about losing your information, feel free to put your email address right here, and this information will be saved for you. So let's click on Save as a new project. And this is H time. I have that recorded because I'm going to do a second one. So I have everything there, and I'm going to click OK. Alright, now let's say you want to do another one. So I'm going to navigate back. And I'm going to make a new timeline. This time we're going to use the second option, Do Not Use Wizard. So I'm going to just click on Do Not Use Wizard. And as you can see, there's a date. So maybe I want to add 2 or 3 dates here. Let's see, I'm trying to add them on the lines, but you can always move your dates. And so you might want to put let's say if you're doing the history of Clifford the Big Red Dog, and we'll say birth, and I don't know this, I'm just making this up, 1990, because he's been around a long time. And then you would say adopted 1990, PBS TV show. I'm just having fun here. 1992. And we'll say retirement. I'm just having a lot of fun with this. 2000. And if you want to put your title, so if you're reading a story with your children and you want them to learn sequencing, and I used to do a lot with Clifford the Big Red Dog. You could tell I was in elementary in the 90s. And one time I dressed up as Clifford. That didn't work out well. Um, but this is a great thing that you can do together. This would be a great to do on the big Promethean board or smart board or interactive whiteboard, whatever you choose. And you can have your pictures of Clifford and or whatever you're doing. I'm going to start here with a birth. I don't know when he was born. I'm just making this up. And I'm going to search for a new image. And of course, I don't have a picture of Clifford at this time. So I'm going to just find an image just to repeat the process. And let's see. I'm going to just, I said birth, so I'm going to put him in a house. And I think I have a picture of a house. Okay. And that'll do. Let's assume he was born in this house. And I choose this image. And I can type um, Clifford was born, or maybe outside the house on the parlor. Okay, etc. I'm just literally making this stuff up. So see how you can easily add information, move information, and manipulate information. And you don't have unlimited space, but this is good for helping children write something short, especially with children who are having difficulty with long passages. If you're teaching history and the children are having a hard time understanding a sequence of an event or a series of events, this is a great way to break down the information. And you can do more than one timeline for a particular event, especially if it's extremely detailed. So I'm going to go ahead and save this one. I'm just going to name it Clifford, and I'm going to put the password down as Cliff. Uh, I'm thinking of Cliff Huxtable. I'm such an 80s and 90s person. Okay, so, and once again, you're going to put your email address, and this information will be sent to you. If you're doing this with children and they're changing your information, I highly suggest that you give them the project name and password, and then you have them email it to your email account, and whatever their project name or password is should include their initials, at least their initials, so you know whose project is who. Okay, or however you want to handle that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to navigate away from this page. And so the first thing I'm going to do is, let's say you've done this timeline, you want your students to add information. So I'm going to type in holiday time and retrieve timeline, and there it is. So let's say you have your pictures up and you want the kids to write a description, or you have your picture and text up and they need to write the title or summary. That's definitely a PSAT, ACT, SAT, and other state exams test. They read a passage, what is the message, or they can have a picture, however you want to set this up. Now, when they make changes to what you have done, what you're going to do is you're going to have them save, and you're going to have them save as a new timeline. And that's where you're going to assign the project name and the password, or allow them to do it, and it includes their initials somewhere in it, and then they put your password here. This is logistical, and I'm spending some time on this because I work with students and their high school students who are continuously losing this type of information, and there's really no way to retrieve it once it's lost. So this is Timeline Builder from Thinkport MPT. It's a great tool. I hope you will enjoy using it. Thank you very much.